Hey, what's up, guys? Sam here, and I'll be doing the free video for Friday, November 19th, 2021. So, a shout out to the previous video that we did last Friday. We told you to focus on the FANG stocks, specifically, I think it was Apple, Amazon, and Google. And I think the week has proven to be pretty good for those stocks. So in this video, I do want to make it kind of fast and furious here. I'm going to throw a lot of stuff your way, and I hope it all comes across. If it doesn't come across, ask us some questions in the comments, and we'll be happy to help you out here. But let's start here where we left off last week, which is the NY Fang. I like to show you guys this chart, even though I don't actually use it myself directly. I actually have my own Fang index. I made one myself, but you can use this as a proxy. And this continues to be kind of the only place to focus, right? This week was not, it was a good week for tech stocks. It actually wasn't a particularly good week for a lot of other things. Pretty much, I'd say about 90% of the market didn't trade very well this week outside of the mega cap tech. You know, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, a little bit of Google. That pretty much was your market for this week. And the rest of the market, like the IWM, the DIA, didn't really play ball very much. So I still want to focus here because that's what the market is telling us it wants. And I'm going to show you a chart after this one that really will highlight the point. So going into next week, you have this setup here in the NY Fang. Keep in mind when I show you this, you can just look at whatever Fang stock you like and just trade that. But I would highly recommend that you really only focus on Fang stocks going into next week until something changes, because that's literally the only thing the market seems to want. They don't even want tech stocks. They want specifically mega cap Fang. So, you know, I said this in the room a few days or today, kind of the Orwellian point of view, which is, was it Orwell? Who wrote Animal Farm? I don't know. I don't read books, but you know, the old saying in the book Animal Farm, you know, all stocks are created equal. In this instance, all tech stocks are created equal, but some are more equal than others. In this instance, the ones that are more equal than others is the FANG stocks. So really try to deeply understand that dynamic. I'm going to show you very clearly here in just a second. So going into next week, this is where I want to focus. You have a 195-minute squeeze here. Good looking signals, best looking chart I see in the market, holding structure, closed decently well. Just trading very well, right? I don't think I need to say much more than that. Some of the FANG stocks I continue to like. Apple already popped off to the moon. It should keep going, but be smart there. Amazon should also get above 4,000. Google should get 3,000 plus. Google should be the next one to go. And then lastly should be Facebook or maybe Netflix. But let me show you this chart here, because this is going to show you what the market really looks like. So if you type in RSP, Romeo, Sierra, Papa, you'll see that this actually wasn't a particularly good week for the stock market. Now, why is this? This is the S&P 500, by the way, if you're unfamiliar with it. So the S&P 500 has a weighting effect, right? Where Apple will weigh more than, say, something like, I don't know, what's something that doesn't really matter? Let's say General Electric, right? So if Apple goes up 1% and General Electric goes down 1%, at the end of the day, Apple's worth more and the market will be green in that situation. What this chart does is it basically looks at the S&P as 500 equal companies. So Apple doesn't have this gigantic gravitational pull that it would have because it's so big. And you can see here, this chart actually didn't trade very well. Like, that's not a particularly inspiring weekly candle, right? You know, it's a little bit of a kind of a engulfing candle kind of thing. And then you look at the daily here and you close below the 21. You got a couple of early sell signals. Nothing terrible. I mean, this chart's, you know, it's still bullish, but it's just not what the S&P looks like, right? Keep in mind, if you go to the S&P and you factor in the weight of Apple, look how much different this looks, right? This is a much stronger chart because it's weighing the effects of Apple and Amazon and Tesla and all the, you know, heavy hitters. So RSP really shows it. Now I kind of want to show you this as well, which is there's a bear market going on, and no one seems to be talking about it, but it's there. So let's check out some of the high flyers. We'll just blast through these. Zoom from 588 to 251, 50% drop. TDoc 308 down to 117. Roku 490 down to 232. These are huge drops, guys. These are 50% plus. Twitter, 50% drop. Pins, 50% drop. Almost to the dot. PayPal, 30% drop, right? I could probably keep going. Let me see. Maybe I could. What else is there? Moderna. About a 50% drop, right? So, PayPal. I think did we already look at PayPal? Gross move here in PayPal, right? 30% drop. Even something like Square going into next week doesn't look good, right? Look at this weekly squeeze on Square. Weekly sell signal closed below the weekly 50, and this weekly squeeze has a heavy downward bias. This is a busted chart, right? So what's going on here? Well, keep in mind the saying next week: all tech is created equal, but some is more equal than others. And you're starting to see it now. This is probably one of the heavier videos that we've done, only because of this dynamic. So it's somewhat boring, right, going into next week, because your entire universe gets shrunken down into about 5 stocks. You have Apple, Amazon, Google, Tesla, Microsoft, maybe Netflix, Facebook, maybe a little bit. No more than 10 stocks. That's it. And if those 10 stocks stall out, you're going to need to see the rest of the market pick up the slack. So you're going to need to see the IWM play ball. If you start to see the IWM trade sideways and the FANG stocks that I just mentioned trade flat, the markets should come in. Now, if the FANG stocks find more juice, and I'm not entirely sure where they get it from because they've popped off pretty hard this week, then you can keep on going, right? But until something changes, guys, I think we really need to focus on the mega cap tech stocks. Even something like DDOG here, which I think has a pretty good pattern, and this very well may work. Like, this is a pretty clean pattern here. Nice little 195-minute squeeze, hourly squeeze, etc. I'm hesitant to buy this because it's not a FANG stock, right? Another one that I'll give you real quick is just FTNT. Another very clean chart. Very clean chart here, even probably cleaner than DDOG. That I'm kind of have a little bit of trepidation in terms of buying, because these high flyers are kind of getting taken out back. Now, these are still very good stocks, FTNT and DDOG, but am I really going to trade them over Google? Unlikely. Unlikely for me, right? So try to understand all that we just talked about. We threw a lot at you this video. Hopefully it all clicks. You kind of get what we're saying around the weighting effect that the FANG stocks can have, and then the breadth signals that we're seeing that normally, if the FANG stocks weren't up so much this week, would have made the week red, right? That's a key thing. So hopefully all of this is helpful, guys. If you have any questions, any comments, drop them down in the comment box below. Don't forget to leave us a like. I think they removed the dislike button from YouTube now, so I don't even know if you could leave us a dislike. I used to say leave us a like or a dislike. I don't really care. And I don't really care. But now that they've removed the dislike button, I'm just going to ask that you leave us a like. Because I don't know how the algorithm plays ball with dislikes now. So if you don't mind, leave us a like before you go somewhere else on the YouTube. If you have any questions, leave us a comment down below. And also don't forget to come check us out at simplertrading.com just to see what we're doing and join the community and have some fun with us. All right, guys. See you for the next video. Cheers. Hey, guys. This is Sam, and I'm the Director of Equities at Simpler Trading. I want to thank you for watching this video, and before you go somewhere else on the YouTube, I'd like to ask that you comment and like the video. It really does help us out with the algorithm and getting the message out to more folks who like to see our content. Also, be sure to click the bell notification and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss anything that comes out. If you want to watch us trade in real time using our own money, come over to simplertrading.com and learn how to sign up. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you for the next video. Cheers.